You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you may on Twitter the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Fueled by Insanity, Daren's Path. So let's go ahead and pick it right back where we left off with another alternate ending. So just sit back and enjoy as I entertain you. Let's jump right in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Yeah, okay. I'll do. I focus back on Ted, this person I let into our lives. Oh, that's alright, Daren's talking. He's got one hand on my half-bro and the other on Caleb. Says that he knows how to communicate. Don't know how much I can trust him, but it's not my call what happens now. What are they saying? I'm afraid to hear the answer, but I listen because I know I should. What kind of brother would I be if I didn't do at least that much? Well, Caleb is begging for me to kill him. He's feared for so long that he would be forced to hurt Jeffrey, and now that nightmare's come true. But I won't. I refuse to throw away a life like that. Ted pauses for a brief second before letting out a loud sigh. He doesn't say anything else. The only sounds left are the ticking of the clock and the occasional banging of pots and pans in the kitchen. Benji's cooking something, I think. It doesn't make much sense to me, but Marshall said earlier that it's his way of dealing with stress. I can't handle the tense atmosphere in this room. Ah, that's right. I keep forgetting. It's Daren talking. I can't handle the tense atmosphere in this room. I need voices of some sort. I need people talking to keep me sane. How's Colin? Ted shakes his head. Like I said, he's not good. What does that mean? It means that he's struggling to stay alive. He's in shock, right? I'm doing what I can to keep him both calm and alert. Right now, the main thing keeping him motivated is that he knows that you need him. But I keep having to remind him. He hears me telling him, but then it's like he completely forgets just seconds later. So I'm going to keep reminding him so that he doesn't give up. In a manner of speaking, I'm his lifeline now. So Colin could die. I knew this was bad, but I didn't think it might come to that. Losing his eyes is horrible. It's worse than anything I could have ever imagined. But hearing that he might die, this doesn't feel real. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and everything is going to be back to normal. I'll get to have a fresh start to a new day and maybe we'll all watch TV or play some games together. It's not going to happen though, is it? Before the room can go quiet again, Marshall speaks up. Ted? Ted's ears prick up at the call of his name. There's something I'm wondering. What's that? If you're able to talk to people in their sleep, do you have a brother? Immediately after the question is asked, Ted's eyes widen. Something about Marshall's question has scared him, but why? A couple moments later, he smiles. It looks forced, though. That's a silly question to ask. Why is he suddenly acting so weird? You do, don't you? How old are you? 24? Huh. The more questions Marshall asks, the more uncomfortable Ted becomes. What's Marshall getting at? Should I be worried? Is it okay if we talk about this later, when I'm not in the middle of, all this? Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. If the story was true, then, What's that? Is it something I should be worried about? Marshall shakes his head. I'm not sure. I think it would be best if Ted and me talk in private later. I want to know more, but there's no more time to discuss. Both the ambulance and a couple of police cars show up around the same time. The paramedics get us to clear the way and allow them to begin CPR? Why do they need to do CPR? His heart's still beating, right? I don't get too much time to think about it before I'm pulled aside by a cop. He asked for me to tell him what happened. I gave him every detail. Almost. The only information I admit is the supernatural parts. How's anyone supposed to believe any of that? Once all the questions are out of the way, Colin is loaded onto the ambulance. Ted and I go with him. Oh, man. Not good. Ted holds Colin's hand throughout the whole ride. Oh. 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 Okay. I'm crying, but nobody's around to hear. I'm in agony and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm forced to endure it. Where is everybody? Kaijiro was here. He said he'd stay with me the whole time. He lied. He abandoned me. I'm cut off from the outside world, trapped within this unending nightmare. How long has it been? Please, anybody, help me. Nobody can hear my cries for help. Nothing can take my mind off the horror I'm in. And my eyes stink so badly. It feels like they're being repeatedly stabbed by knives coated in acid. I know I'm going to die. I know I am. Just make it all stop. Let me be free from this. No. I'm going to be strong. I told myself after my mom died that I would continue living no matter what, no matter how much it may hurt. I need to stick to that. I need to get through this. I can. I know I can. Kajiro said I just need to stay with it. To not give in to the urge to shut down, to sleep. Hang on. I don't have that urge right now. I mean, the pain is still here, but I don't feel like I did before. I don't feel like I'm having to fight against anything anymore. Wait, no, the pain is starting to dissipate. I can manage it now. What happened? Kajiro materializes in front of me. Oddly enough, I think that's the first time I've ever seen him do that. He's only ever appeared from outside my vision before. I'm not very happy with him considering he left me on my own despite what he said about staying with me the whole time. You're a jerk, you know that? Kajiro simply smiles upon hearing how I feel about him right now. Yep, definitely a jerk. Tell me, what exactly is it that made you so upset? You lied to me. You said you'd stay with me, but you left me to deal with everything all on my own. You told me I needed you if I wanted to survive, so then why did you leave? Did you want me to die? Rather than answer me, Kajiro chooses to quietly walk up right next to me. Despite being angry with him, I don't move. Well, he was fine last night. I know he can be a threat if he wants to. I know it's best to let him do whatever he wants so I don't make him angry. There. You may calm down. Now within reach, Kajiro places his hand on my head and lightly pats me. I don't want to let my guard down, but he's not hurting me, and it kind of feels nice. Didn't he do this in my dream a couple nights ago? I don't think he did when he was trying to calm me down. This is the same as back then, isn't it? Maybe he's not bad after all. I'm probably just worrying over nothing, huh? Wait, no. He's just avoiding giving me answers just like usual. I can't let some nice head pats distract me from what he's done. Kajiro's smile fades. You're so tense. Why is that? First off, you left me without an explanation after you said you wouldn't. Secondly, I haven't forgotten how you've hurt me before. I understand your concern. I have not left a good impression, have I? I hope that with time you may come to forgive and even trust me. Maybe. Maybe he is right. Maybe it really was just a bad first impression. I'm not good with first impressions either. I would be a hypocrite if I held it against him. But you still haven't told me why you left. Right. If you must know, I am struggling with finding the appropriate set of words to inform you. A line out of place or a tone unprepared will only exacerbate the situation. Okay, couldn't you stop this whole cryptic thing for once? I suppose that would be best, wouldn't it? Finally, I'm about to get an answer. Though he's still petting me. Why? Do I ask him to stop? I don't know. Caleb escaped prison. He discovered your location and stabbed your eye out. You couldn't remember earlier, but are you able to now? That's right. I nod. And then Daren showed up and knocked him out. He saved me. Everything after that is fuzzy. What you have said thus far is correct. He attacked me again, didn't he? I think I remember something like that. Yes. Kajiro finally removes his hand from my head and takes a step back. While his expression remains the same, the tone in his voice sounds different from how I've ever heard him before. He sounds almost sad. We've taken you to a hospital. The whole day you fought off your desire to give up. You clung on to life. I am proud of you for your decision. I am aware it was not an easy ordeal. I did leave you, and I apologize for that. The decision was not mine to make. You had to undergo surgery, you see. Therefore, I can no longer accompany you. Surgery? For my eye, I'm guessing? For both eyes. Your friend did a number on you, I'm afraid. Both of your eyes are ruined. You will never see again. Not in your waking hours, at least. What? As I have said, I was unsure of how to deliver this news. Your life was mine to protect. I told you no harm would befall you, yet I failed to uphold my promise. For that, I am sorry. So I'm blind, basically. I'll never be able to see again. The last thing I got to see before this happened was the sight of Caleb leaping at me with those red eyes of his. What's going to happen to Caleb? You're worried about him. Well, yeah, we're friends, right? I'm not sure why, but Kajiro appears pleased by what I've said. Yes, you are. I'm glad you remember that. Arrangements will be made. Our approach will need to be different this time around, but we'll find a way to free him. I can guarantee you of that. I'm not sure if I fully believe what he's saying, but the words help nonetheless. Thanks. So things are going to be different now. Now I'm wondering something. Hey, I have another question. What would that be? When I accepted your offer, you told me that I would have to do something for you in return, right? You are wondering what that something is, are you? Yeah, you never told me. Whether you're aware of it or not, you may have already fulfilled your side of the deal. Perhaps not in the way things were intended, but it is complete nonetheless. You're really bad at giving straightforward answers. Of course. I let out a sigh. Kajoro's exhausting to deal with, but at least there's one benefit to having him around. Can we change this dream? This place is kind of creepy. I want to take my mind off everything if that's okay. If that's what you want, I shall oblige. Where would you like to go? I'll let you choose. Are you sure? Yeah, surprise me. Very well. Oh, fancy another game of laser tag? Really now, this is what you choose? Is there something wrong? For someone who acts so, however it is that he behaves, he really doesn't act the way I'd expect him to. And again, I guess it makes sense considering you're a dork, Ted. You know? Of course I know you're a dork, dork. Kajuro frowns at my simple tease. He is Ted. That is completely confirmed now. It's strange because the two have completely opposite personalities, and yet they're the same person. In the end, he's turned out to be not be the person I thought he was. The whole one single week that I've known him. But does that make us any different? I've done a great job at not being honest either, unfortunately. Then again, unlike him, I haven't gone around invading people's dreams. Though I've been glad to see him these past few times, so maybe I've just been making a big deal over nothing. All I know is that Ted is a friend I made who helped me when I most needed someone, so I'm going to continue to treat him as such, even if he is choosing to act weird within my dreams. Fine. I'm not going to go easy on you. Good, because there's no way I'm losing. Today was an awful day. It was easily the worst day of my life, but there's nothing stopping me from trying to bring at least a little light to this dark world of mine. That sounded cheesy. Oh, is that the... That better not be the end. Oh, 1 year later, okay. Is he going to be wearing sunglasses? Someone's knocking on my door already? Oh, it's probably Jeffrey. He's the only one who wakes me up this early. It's cool and all. I tell him all the time my door's always open for him. I just want 5 more minutes of sleep. Give me at least that much. There's a second set of knocks because of course there is. They'll only stop if I answer. I know that's not a dick, but I swear to God it looks like one. I roll over and check the clock to see what time it is. 1:30 in the afternoon. Way too early. But I guess this is just how things are. It's what I get for being a night owl. After the last knock, I sluggishly get out of bed and put on some clothes. I know he wouldn't be able to tell either way, and no one else would care. It's not like no one's ever seen before. It just feels wrong if I don't. You can come in. The door opens and Colin enters. Oh, God. 2 double eye patches, okay? As usual, he's wearing his pair of eye patches. I've suggested getting him shades, but he wanted to go with this because he thought it would look funny. A double pirate, I think that's what he called himself. Morning! Yo, what's up? We have gained +1 mouse. What? Marshall's here, did you forget? Don't have a clue what you're talking about. What do you mean you don't? You're the one who invited him. Pretty sure I didn't. Okay, I know for a fact you did invite him because I didn't. Wow, fighting over who invited me the least. I can't believe I'm so unwanted. Hey, I'm not the one who forgot they invited you. Like I said, it wasn't me. It's 100% has to be you because I didn't. And yet you all say I'm the one with bad memory. That's because you are. Huh? Hi, I exist. I can't believe you forgot your own roommate. You even share the same bed. Right. If I can't see him, he doesn't exist. That's how it works, right? But you do see me, every night. Okay, but dreams don't count. Well, why not? Because, okay, fine, they do count, but that means you're the only one who exists. You see Daren in your sleep like, what, once a week or something like that? You see your friends too when they spend the night. Shush! To an outsider, this almost sounds weird. Found it early on that there's more to Ted than we first thought. I wasn't sure how to feel about it at first. I still don't. Keeping around a 400-year-old mythical being has been a little worrying. The whole dream thing he does is creepy. Freaked me out the first time he did it to me. He's able to use it to let Jeffrey see at night, at least. He's even able to connect multiple dreams together so we can interact together. Despite the weirdness, having him around has some perks, I guess. Gives me someone else to talk to. He also does most of the chores around the house. He's got a job. He's the only one of us with a job, actually. I gave up trying after getting rejected over and over. I'm not meant to work. That's what I've learned. At least Dad still pays for everything, even though I barely see him. Hi, Mr. Cash. Could you please stop calling me that? No. Mind if we talk about something later? Is it about my brother again? I'm sick of talking about him. Ah, yes, Ted's secret brother who only he and Marshall know anything about. Don't know what any of it's about, but that's between the two of them, I guess. No, I've got no questions about him anymore. I wanted to know something about... Marshall scans the room and sees me and Jeffrey focusing our attention towards him. It's about Caleb. Tracy thinks she might know a way to help him. You're going to save Caleb? I don't know, but Tracy's going to try. The problem is there's a thing she's looking for but can't find. Ted knows something, I'm sure. Really? Is there anything I can do to help? No. You sure? Yes. Okay. Huh, now I'm curious. And also worried. Why are you worried? No reason. Marshall and Ted both glance at each other. It's obvious they're hiding something, but at this point it no longer phases me. They do this all the time. And I've tried pressing both of them on it before, but they're both stubborn. I eventually give up. Oh, excuse me. The tense atmosphere doesn't linger for long before Jeffrey changes topic. Oh, I just remembered. Me and Daren made a song. I wanted to share it with everyone. Oh, is that the thing that I've been hearing through the walls this past month? Yeah! Can we show them, Daren? Right, I almost forgot about that. Jeffrey and I spent the past month writing a song together. Time to play bass. I did the rest. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or tip if you can, it always helps. We're gonna be getting to the second ending in the next episode and moving on to the third. Anyway, y'all, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!